Hey guys, so now that you know how to create variables of type int and type double, let's try to perform some simple calculations using the different mathematical operators in C++. So, I'm going to declare a variable x of type int with the value 10. And I'm going to declare another variable y with the value 4. Now, I will declare a third variable, also of type int, called c, and I will set it to x plus y. So this plus sign over here is what we call the addition operator. The addition operator adds two values together. So in this case, this statement is going to add together x and y, which is 10 and 4. Then it will store the sum of x and y in the variable c. So let's print c out to the terminal by writing cout c. So when I save and run the code, you can see that it prints out 14, which is the value stored. Now we also have the subtraction, multiplication, and division operators. Let's see what happens with each of these operators. So let me use the subtraction operator over here. So instead of x plus y, I will write x minus y. This subtraction sign is the subtraction operator. When I use the subtraction operator, the value of x minus y, which is 10 minus 4, will be stored in the variable c. Since 10 minus 4 is 6, the value 6 will be stored in the variable c. So when I save and run the code, it prints out 6. Awesome. Now, when I use the multiplication operator here, which is an asterisk in programming, z becomes the value of x times y, which is 10 multiplied by 4, which is 40. So now when I save and run the code, it prints out 40, which is the value stored in z. Great. Now, the division is a little tricky. Let's put the division operator here. The division operator is just this backslash. Now, we would expect that the value of 10 divided by 4 is stored in the variable c. The value of 10 divided by 4 is 2.5, and 2.5 is a decimal number. But the variable c is of type int, which means that it can only store integer values. It can't store decimal numbers. So instead of storing 2.5, the computer will cut off the decimal point from the number and only store the integer number in the variable c. So when the decimal point is cut off from 2.5, we are left with the integer 2. Now, the value 2 will be stored in z instead of 2.5. So, when I run the code, it prints out 2, which is now the value stored in c. However, if I wanted to store 2.5 in z, which is the actual value of 10 divided by 4, then I would have to make z of type double, because 2.5 is a decimal number, and double variables can store decimal numbers. So I will make z of type double instead of integer. Now, making z of type double is not enough to store a decimal number in this variable. Since x and y are both integer numbers, when I write x divided by y, it will store an integer number anyways. In order to have a decimal number stored in this variable, I will need to convert either x or y, or both of them, to the double type as well. So if I convert one of these variables, say x, to double, then the number 2.5 will be stored in Z. So now, when I run the code, it prints out 2.5, which is the real value of 10 divided by 4. Now let me show you another thing that I can do with these 4 simple mathematical operators in programming. Let me remove all of this code first. Now, I will create a variable x of type int and assign it the value 10 again. Now, on the next line, if I write x is equal to x plus 5, what happens is that the statement x plus 5 adds together the previous value of x, which was 10, to 5, and then it assigns that value to the variable x. So, x becomes 15, because the value of x is reassigned to the previous value plus 5. So, if I print out x by writing cout x, it prints 15. Awesome.